Cadre. It's not early in the morning today, so that's cool. I'm supposed to be assigned to the command center today, but things have changed, so I'll let you know about that. I got this in from Ed on the Shaving Cadre. Shaving's only supermodel, part of the Shaving Cadre. It's kind of a neat brush. I never knew anything like this existed before he offered it up in a trade at the Zenith. I don't know if you can see the name there, but it's copper. It's got a lot of patina on it. And I'm usually not a patina guy. You can see some of the copper there. I kind of like more shiny, clean copper, but I think I'm gonna go with it for a while and see how I like it, just because I think keeping this clean and fingerprint free and all that stuff would be a pain in the tuchus. It's kind of neat. It's beefy. I like it. So we did a swap. He sent me this CBL Christmas Memories soap, which I had that one, but I love it. And you can never have too much soap. And then he sent me a bunch of scent samples. And you know, they're in the little, you know, like this. And I guess after I went through them, saw what they were, and mentioned to him that it'll just kind of be like roulette, where I'll just have to spray them on to see if I like them. I realize you probably can pull the tops off and, you know, kind of get a little bit on your finger. So we'll see. I'm still thinking I'll just, we'll just roll the dice. My only hesitation is when I'm going into work. I don't know that I want to, if there's one that I really don't like the scent of or doesn't work with me, I don't know if I want to roll in smelling whatever all day. I was a little concerned. This brush seemed a little bit stiff, but as soon as it got wet and squished down into the soap, it seems fine. It's whooping up a mess of lather. This is good stuff. So yesterday started May. Today is May 2nd, Saturday. Mr. Dangerous Don of the Cadre gave us some new guidelines if you want to follow along, just for something to do. He does a themes for shaves. So we did the alphabet last month in Mystic Water, or it's and or. It couldn't depend what you want to do. This month is May is florals, forest, and fruit. I don't know what order he typed those out in, but that's what it is. And so I'll play along. Like I've said, I don't normally do follow along with the themes, but often it's because they're a little bit more restrictive. A lot of times I'll do just a certain vendor for a week or whatever, and either I just won't be in the mood for that, or I'll have a couple of soaps, just a couple, and I can't follow along. Anyway, I almost didn't do it today, just day 2 into this, and I was looking at my soaps, and I'm like, really not in the mood for citrus, and I got a little way around the fresh spring scent choices, but I'm saving that for later in the month. But this is good. This smells good. So I'm doing Sapone di Palo, doing agrume, lime and basil. So got the lime for the fruit today. Yesterday, to kick it off, I did CBL lemon, which was a custom scent. This thing weighs a ton. This was a custom scent from him, so it is like filled to the brim, and good stuff. So, man, bingo started this morning. We were doing blackout bingo with a prize of a new tub of soap. So So it might take a while. So feel free, if you haven't joined up and you want to, go ahead and put your name on the list on the Cadre Bingo page, and you can still get a card, and it doesn't take long to catch up. Yeah. The guys were kind of razzing me because I didn't send out the bingo cards this morning. It's because I had it wrong in my head. Like I said, I was assigned that command center today, so I thought I was going to start it Sunday. I didn't even see what I wrote, but obviously I put we're starting it today. And they were anxious to get started. So, Feather SS razor with a Feather Pro Guard blade in there. I think it's shade number 4 or so. So as soon as I saw the whining, I got online and generated the bingo cards, and printed them out, sent them off. We are good to go now. So yeah, it's interesting. I made a post on the Cadre on the COVID thread, and that's another cool thing about the Cadre. Not to specifically bash any other forums, but there are some other shaving forums that are heavily moderated. And I saw one that won't even allow any discussion about COVID at all because they're afraid of getting political and stuff. But Cadre, the guys are good. It's self-moderated. I think everybody thinks what we have going is good and doesn't want to screw it up. So it just shows we can have serious topics like that without it getting out of control. So anyway, what's going on is at my particular hospital, I think we've had our command center going pretty strong for 8 weeks. And it's odd because it's gotten to where there isn't a lot going on in the command center anymore. But it's not like this whole COVID thing is getting wrapped up. I just posted that we don't have our record number of patients right now, but we're part of a 23 hospital system in Northern California. My particular hospital is a pretty small hospital. You consider it's a community hospital. But we have the most COVID patients of any of our hospitals. And it's been pretty much that way since near the beginning. We've either been number 1 or in the top 3 for number of COVID patients. So like I said, it's not like the cases are slowing down, but they keep using the term, you've heard it in the news, the new normal. And the same thing applies for hospitals where it's like, this is not just going to go away. And while if you're inundated, that's always going to be a problem. But, you know, in California in general, where we've flattened the curve, you kind of learn to handle the amount of patients you've been getting, and it's going to be that way for quite a while. Flattening the curve means stretching it out. So instead of being hammered and running out of ICU beds and ventilators and stuff like that for a short period of time, this is hopefully what it's going to be like, is a moderate number of patients for quite a while. But the longer this goes on, the longer we're running into other issues. And it's stuff not necessarily related specifically to COVID patients, but the fact being is that a whole lot of our stuff is made in China or overseas. And so obviously it's difficult to get it regardless of what it is. But got a whole lot of people working on all that stuff all the time, but it's just interesting. You solve one thing, and then the next week, something we didn't even think of we would be short on, then we're short on that, and always kind of issue of the week. But anyway, it's gotten to the point where we've changed the command center structure, and we're gonna, for now, try to not have one in a physical sense, and just have our nursing supervisor and our administrator on call field questions as they come through, which, like I said, hasn't been as high a volume as it once was. And tracking the patient somewhat differently and all that. So, starting today, as long as things kind of stay status quo, I don't have to do the command center anymore. Until I'm administrator on call. But so Saturday, I got the day off. I get the day off tomorrow, like a normal weekend. But, anyway, I didn't mean to spend the whole show talking about that stuff. But that's what's going on with me. Now, so I got this mail call in of this brush, and the scents and the soap. He also sent this Wilkinson Sword shave stick. I've never used the shave stick. I've kind of had some pass through my hands. I'm just rinsing off here. Wait, let's check. Not bad. We'll do with that today. That'll dry down to BBS. I could, if you search for it, there's a little right there. If you press hard, if you press light, there's nothing there. We'll just go with that. What was I saying? Oh, I've never used a shave stick because I bowl lather. But I thought, I did the how many times could I shave in one day? We've done other shave challenges and stuff. So maybe that's just something new for me. I'll see. Maybe I'll see how face lathering works out. Maybe I'll love it. It's actually, I don't, one of the other things, I don't load the soap from the tub. I scoop it out and put it in my bowl. I haven't talked about that for quite a while. One of the big reasons was, especially earlier on, I go through a lot of soaps. I get in a bunch of blind buy stuff. I wouldn't care for it, or I'll trade it off or make samples for it. And I just thought it's kind of nicer to have kind of untouched soaps to give to other folks. And then I don't know, that's how I started. So that's kind of what I'm into. And now sometimes when I get soaps from other folks and they've loaded from the tub, it kind of looks a little funky. From one particular person, I got 4 soaps or so that looked like they were actually kind of getting some mold or something on top. So, I scraped it off down where it was clean, but it's just, I kind of like the idea of the soap itself not getting more wet. Anyway, but there have been a few times with harder soaps, I have to do that when you can't scoop them out. And it actually does seem a little easier to make your lather when you've got your brush loaded from the soap itself. So I don't know, this will be the year trying different things. So got those mail calls in. Also, a shave or two ago, I talked about my somewhat obsession with Disney Cruise Line. So I got my, here, let me rinse off, I'll show you. I got in my cruise line robe. Like I mentioned, this is not the robe that you can see here. I'll show you. See, Disney Cruise Line. It's got that little silver. This is not the one you can buy online. If you buy it online, this is all in like bright colors and stuff like that. This is the one that they have on the cruise ship in your rooms for you to use, or the spa or whatever. Anyway, that's my thing. My other thing would be, there's lemon. So that's it. I think I got a few more mail calls. The soap I got for the bingo still hasn't shown up. I got it right from the vendor, the soap manufacturer, soap or whatever. Got it right from them. People that bought it from Maggards actually have gotten them already. So hopefully, I don't know, it's just hopefully it's because they're slow and don't have a lot of people working and the mail's a little bit slower. But I don't know, I thought it would have shown up. So hopefully there's no problem with that. Otherwise we'll have to figure out something else for bingo. Got my new bottle of 2. Uh-oh. Oh, that was a weak sauce. Look at it. Gotta get it all mixed up. Look at, I don't know if you can see that. There's a little bit of light blue on the bottom there. Do I have a defunct bottle here? But since I'm not going to work, why don't we live on camera? We'll just pick a scent at random. I'm not even gonna look to see what it is. All right, we're gonna do this one. I can't read, hold on. We'll see what it is here. Lemon Verde from, oh, Guerlain. Look, can you see that? Guerlain, lemon. Or is it no? That's perfect. Wow, that was fortuitous, was it not? Let's see. Maybe I should do it on my wrist first so I can smell it. Oh, come on. Man, sometimes these buggers are tough. I got a little bit on my wrist. It's like, it's little, maybe there wasn't much. I don't think there's much left in this one. I think that's all. I think that's all she wrote. I like that though. I'm gonna let all this dry down and see what that is. But it's like a, what is it like? It's like lime with something else. Almost like lime and Sprite. A little bit of, there's some vetiver back in the back end. Well, that's why I want to wait for it to dry down to kind of see. Yeah, that's all. There's like a, maybe 2 squirts out of this one. I like it though. And that'd be good because I need some citrus scents that I can wear that don't go away like after an hour. And that's probably the keys. You got to mix a little something else with it for staying power, like a vetiver or something. Anyway, there we go. Welcome to May. Come join us on the cadre and hope you win the bingo.